Hello, motherfucker bitches. Bro. So, I've done. I'm sorry. I've done the evil DMT drug. What have I done? Oh, dude, it was weird. It was weird, bro. But I don't want to tell this story like 20 million times. I'm going to wait until people come. What up, Kevin? What up, dude? I'm chilling. Another day in paradise with a little trip to another dimension. Sort of. I'll tell you guys the whole story once somebody shows up in this mug. Once we get at least 10 people, then I'll tell the story. But I have done it finally. The evil demonic DMT drug. I rubbed it on my vagina and used it. But anyways, I gotta tell everybody. It was awesome, dude. It was fucking cool. I was bit of harsh of your demand. What? How was it? Wait, what do you mean you were a bit of harsh with my demand? I don't even know what the hell that means. I'm sorry. I was a bit of harsh with your demand. With what demand? I made a demand? I'm confused, Kevin. How was it? Dude, it was cool. It was pretty cool, but kind of unnerving, to be honest. Not unnerving. I mean, totally. Well, I'll tell it. Or, I'll just tell it because you're here, whatever. And then I'll end up telling it again. But it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. It was what up, original consciousness? It was so I mean everybody. So I'm not sure if this is 5-MeO DMT. It was gifted to me by somebody who I don't want to incriminate. But anyways, it's fine. I'll give their shout out once all the evidence is missing. I'm just kidding, guys. But anyways, so I don't know if it's 5-MeO. I think it's a weaker type of DMT. Maybe it's whatever. But I took the 3 big rips like they said. Just like they said, the dreadful feeling came on. Just like they said, I saw the living fractals and all that shit. And it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. So I did it. The first time I think I took 4 hits and I felt that dreadful feeling coming on. I go, okay, this shit's about to get me, And I kind of just laid back and closed my eyes, and I didn't have my contacts in. So when my eyes were open, the only thing I could see visually that was any different was the spots in my bedroom. Well, I'll say everything looks sort of more beautiful, like when sort of if you ever take an LSD, there's that you find beauty in things. But I will say, all the light spot, like where the sun was coming through, the spots where there was light were sort of glowing, and it just looked so, even with the blurry vision, looked very beautiful. But when my eyes were closed, that's when I really saw some visuals. I could see like the geometric patterns, moving and breathing. But you could see those on shrooms, honestly. You could see that part on shrooms. So the visuals weren't all that intense. It was kind of like I was seeing the darkness of the back of my eyelids come to life in visual geometric breathing patterns, 3-dimensional geometric breathing patterns. That trip finished. I thought that was boring. So I was like, all right, I'm really going to try to break through here because that wasn't anything. And then I took like 6 big rips. And I mean, long fucking, long drawn out fucking rips. And and then the dreadful feelings start coming again. And on that 6th hit, I felt like, man, I'm sort of maybe like nodding out a little bit. This might be the point where they say you'll need somebody to help you with them last hits. But I fucking just soldiered through it. Fucking took them hits, boy. I took another one. I think I took maybe a second one after that. Set the pen down, lay down, and then the geometric patterns were very clear. What up, Cosme? No, DMT. Race, DMT. What up, Race? it looked digital. It looked digital. It looked like fake. It looked like a simulation. Like super high definition, digital. The geometric pattern was, it looked like a virtual reality. It looked like a simulation. But it sort of grew a face out of the geometric pattern, sort of like poked its head forward and like was kind of analyzing me. Oh yeah, put on live chat. Thank you, T. I appreciate you, brother. You always remind me, dude. You know I'm a dumb motherfucker, and I kind of be reminded every time. But thank you, I really appreciate that. Believe it or not, but fucking it sort of grew. I guess you could say more like a horse-shaped face, but no, angular. It wasn't horse. It was horse-shaped, but angular and digital looking. And it was like looking at me, kind of like, what are you doing here? Like almost like it was curious, like it was analyzing, like it was surprised to see me there. And it looked like a video game, but like high definition, like a video game, but even more real than our current reality. Even more real than our current reality. It looked very real, like super sharp and just like digital, high definition. Yeah, I did. I almost broke through, dude. I'm going through tonight, baby. If I got to smoke the rest of that motherfucker, I'm having the breakthrough experience, bro. But I did it twice already, and the second one, like I said, it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. The good thing about DMT is there's no such thing as a tolerance. The first time you smoke it, it's like the last time you smoked it if you smoked it 10,000 times. You never build up a tolerance to it. The other interesting thing about DMT is that you're sober on it. You're sober. You're like dead sober. Like weed can give you a dreamy feeling, sort of like take picture frames even. It can be like you could have a real weird short-term memory on weed. It can be almost dreamlike. It can even give you anxiety or make you different in social interactions. When you take alcohol, you could be like nervous or something, and it will calm you down, or it alters your movement a little bit, and you maybe in your speech. DMT does nothing to you. You just see shit happening, weird shit happening, and you're sitting there like sober as fuck, chilling. There's like some geometric pattern entity trying to analyze you, and you're chilling like this. Like it's not bothering you or exciting you, or you just don't feel anything. But so I did it twice introspectively. The second time I got to see the little geometric man or whatever, and then I did it in a social environment and with people there talking and stuff, and it gives you that euphoric feeling that LSD does as well, where you just love things extra hard. You see things are extra beautiful. Like you don't just see your lamp that you've seen 1,000 times. You see how beautiful your lamp is, and then you see how much you take your beautiful lamp for credit or for granted. And almost broke the. I love that about it. Oh, dude, it's pretty cool. What up, Chaco? How you doing, buddy? What's up? Exactly. I'm doing all right. Some psychedelics will take you places, but you're still sober. Yeah. Laugh out loud. No, like DMT is actually the only drug I've ever used where it has zero effect on my like high level or whatever. Like you're seeing shit that's weird and whatever, but you don't feel any different. You're completely sober. It's weird. It's like, this is not really a drug. What is this? What's happening here? I don't know, but I feel like I interacted with some sort of extra dimensional being. He was just curious. He was a nice guy. And I don't know how I can tell you all this about him because he didn't say anything. He was just there, but I could tell you everything, all the things I'm saying about him. He was curious about why I was there, and he was sort of a sort of nice creature. Well, he was not human. I don't know what he was. In the way that he depicted himself to me may not even be how he looked, but the shape of his face came out of that geometric pattern that you see when you're on shrooms or whatever. You know what it kind of looked like? if you guys ever seen those 3D pictures, they look like weird shit, and then you kind of just like rest your eyes and an image comes out of them. That's kind of what he looked like, but like high definition video game, better quality sharpness than this reality. Well, maybe because you knew already it's simulation, so it didn't shock you. Yeah, it didn't shock me. Well, it was weird to see it though. I'll say that, dude. It was weird to be like looking at it. It was different. It was a little. I mean, it was interesting. I liked it. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, was it? No, they tried to bully me. Who's trying to bully you? What? Oh, your entities tried to bully you? Please be out, Jim Jones, Savior Chris. We will follow you out of this hell. We need a leader. We all meet in Homestead, Florida, and leave this hell. What? What is this? What up, Axis Monday? Please be out, Jim Jones, Savior Chris. Are you a troll? We will follow you. No, I'm good, bro. I'm not doing it. I've actually been really, I mean, I hate to say where, actually, I don't hate to say it. I'm glad to say it. I've actually been great lately. Again, I can't do anything about medical depression or the fluctuations of depression, but my uptimes are way happier now. I think, dude, I really need to tell you guys everything I've been taking, because it really did like sort of take my. So, when you were a kid and you were just happy to be alive, you were just happy to be alive. I'm sort of feeling like that lately, but Axis. If I do anything, it's not going to be that. I'm going to end up killing some elites or something, probably. I mean, if I was going to exit, I think that's the most righteous thing I could do before dying here. I mean, I could be wrong about that. I mean, I don't know. Some people would argue, no, Chris, stay on YouTube, and that's just the best thing you can do. But I mean, if I ever get to the point where I don't want to be here no more, I don't think I'll Jim Jones, but I'll definitely do something interesting. Who tried to bully you, Weston? Because childhood was magic. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just think that we were happy at some point in our lives, and just trauma, life event, and it just made us miserable and depressed, or at least in my case. And I've gotten sort of back to being happy again, or at least in my up times, I'm way happier. I'm like happy to be alive. I haven't been happy to be alive in a long time, but I really need to go over those supplements. I really need to go through them and tell you guys all the ones I've been taking. But my entities kept. Oh, Winston saying when he did. Winston, did you do 5-MeO? Because I don't think I have 5-MeO. I think I have that like weaker version or whatever. Saying, did you go out with a bang? I wish I could get some 5-MeO, but yeah. Fuck, man. What do you mean they bullied you? Can you, Winston, if you don't mind, because it's very intriguing to me, can you please explain in detail what happened? How you perceived it, what happened? What happened that made you feel bullied? What did they do to bully you? Explain what happened, if you don't mind. Never did TMT, but they do it in dreams. It's connected, I think. No, I did the weaker one. It was pure juice. Good shot. But yeah, I will one sec. For sure. I want to do it. I know you would, T. If you were here, you would be able to do it, bro. I'll say this. One of my great kind subscribers has helped me in this situation. Thank you so much. I'll call them out in a minute, like I said. My dude. I've been trying to get my hands on it for a minute too, but first I get the ATM. We all do. Damn. Access, where do you live? Are you in Florida? You want to take a long drive? I come and see you. And you smoke. Very good from me to you. You know what I say. Yes, Fort Walton Beach. Are you for real, bro? Bro, drive over here, man. I'll let you do it. I'll let you fucking use my bed even, bro. You could do it. Fucking just kick back, close your eyes, and watch the little show. Damn. Dude, what? Bro, I'm in fucking, I'm near Tampa, you could say. Not close to you. I know Tampa well. Yeah, man. I'm pretty close to Tampa, bro. I'm like 45 minutes from Tampa. So how you overcome social anxiety and talk to people and just be yourself, like be genuine without coming across fake? I just be genuine. That's it. That's the best answer. That's a great question. But that's a great question to ask. But the answer is actually really simple. Just be genuine. Stop living in your head through imaginary characters that don't even exist. Not close to you. If you know Tampa, maybe you are close to me. Gravity, stop giving a fuck what people think. Dude, T, I think you would love it, bro. If you did it, man, I'm telling you, bro. You'd be like, what the fuck? Am I in a fucking video game? What the fuck am I looking at here? I'll email you. My name is Chris, too. I'm 50. All right, bro. Chris is the name of all the gods. My email is jiffypnb. The first two carts were actually fun and profound. Then it was the third that I did just sitting down in my bed, just relaxed, pondering on reality like usual. I hit it for about 15 to 20 seconds and oh shit, this story's about to get interesting. Fuck this place. Jeez. Sean, what happened, bro? You good, bro? What's going on with you? Cool. So Gravity, I'm glad you asked that question, bro. I would really like to talk about that more deeply, but I don't know what else to say on it. So it takes you a long time to not be a scripted human being. And I don't know yet, it's a process. But just to be genuine feels so free. Actually, once you start being genuine, it becomes addictive. You couldn't be anything else anyways, even if you wanted to be. You can't be disingenuous after you're genuine. Disingenuous people are disgusting. The first two cats were actually fun and profound. I shouldn't say that, but most people are fucking disingenuous. I just think they're disgusting, but it's just weird. It's like it's almost like you're lying when you really analyze yourself when you're being disingenuous. You're lying in a weird way. It's like, why are we? It's like we're putting on a role, we're acting, and we ain't even getting paid to act. Fuck this place. Cool. When I think of charisma and genuine, I think Tony Stark from Marvel. Is that a fair comparison? Who do I think of when I think of charisma? The Joker. I think the Joker had a great charisma or whatever. Or who else? Who has like a great? Oh, you guys ever see the movie Gangs in New York? If you ever watch that movie, the guy, the butcher in there, he's a real mean, tough fucking son of a bitch, but I think he had a great charisma. Oh, and the Irish dude from Braveheart had a great charisma. Immediately it was different. My screen spirit felt spiky and cold, and I heard two laughs slowly and enter my consciousness. So maybe he meant slowly in his entire consciousness. Not audible or loud, like physical, but noticeable, Yeah, when they communicate with you, it's noticeable, but you wouldn't describe it to somebody else in human ways. I know exactly what you mean. Another day wait saying, bro, I'm sorry, Sean. Meanwhile, there's motherfuckers that wish they had a job right now so they didn't feel so goddamn terrified. But anyways, I was just checking in. Thank you, Sean. I'm doing pretty good, brother. Gangs of New York is good. Yeah, that was a great movie. And I'm not normally into violent, but I guess I am. I mean, all my favorite movies are that way. I'm not normally into, but my favorite movies are all these violent fucking movies. I guess I am normally into violent movies. Yeah, Gangs of New York's a great movie. So is Braveheart, Patriot, Avatar is a great movie. There's a lot of good movies, but I sort of stopped watching them a long time ago. But every once in a while, a good one will come out, I'll watch it. But I got to go, unfortunately. All right, Sean. I'm sorry, dude. Fuck that job. Interesting. Also, Vinnie Jones from the British film Snatch. I recommend you give it a watch. I might check it out, Gravity. You can feel them presence. Yeah, you sure can. In the air. Yeah, you can when you're sober, too, if you pay close enough attention. I've been talking about that for years now. I can feel the presence of these fucking entities, bro. I can feel the presence of these entities. I hate feeling numb, but still nervous energy. So that's the feeling you get. Like when they say this feeling of dread comes upon you. If you pay real close attention, dude, you know what's happening? Your lungs are going like and like tightening up. It's a sort of anxious feeling, but if you look closer at it, your lungs sort of go like this or tighten. It almost feels like you get restricted. And then after about whatever it is, 20 seconds, the dreadful feeling goes away. It literally feels like something goes, ugh, and relaxes you. Like your lungs finally got let go of or something. I don't know how to explain. It's a weird feeling. But after the dreadful feeling, you're just completely sober and you're looking at weird shit happening. Your mind's not different. Your personality's not different. Your judgment isn't different. Your speech isn't slurred. You're not walking weird. You're completely sober, but you have a weird new perception. They start to project comically gruesome shit, just trying to fear me when I'd like try to relax and let it happen. They'd know exactly what string to pull to put me into fear. I don't know if I'm just weird or it was mental material, but it's like if you pay a single second of attention to the dread, it snowballs bad. Yeah, I've noticed that when people in DMT trips start to think of nasty shit, um, usually when they're communicating with entities, it's not the entities that make it worse on them. It's actually entities that are saying, no, 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 don't think about that. Stop or calm down. That's naughty. Don't do that here. They sort of like tell them, like, don't think nasty. Um, and maybe you're starting to attack them in that moment. And they're trying to tell you, like, calm down, bro. You're going to fucking, you're going to start projecting weird shit onto me. And I don't want to deal with that right now. Who knows what's going on? I don't think you're weird, dude. What we experience is fucking weird. Do you watch Penguins One? No. I watch him all the time and has some real tips on how to overcome social anxiety. Oh, I love talking about that shit, Gravity. What, do you suffer from social anxiety? Eyes closed. Yeah, so I did it both ways, T. I did it twice with my eyes closed, and then I did it once with my eyes open, talking to people, explaining the feelings of it, the I was reacting to it, how I felt, the way I was perceiving the world in that moment. So two with my eyes closed, one with my eyes open. Also, you can notice in people. You can notice what in people, Kevin? Yeah, it is so confusing. Knock my ass off. It's hella. It's like so nonsensical. It's almost like a game show or a weird. I don't know. The whole setup here is bizarre. It's a program. It looks like a program. It looks like a video game, a high definition video game, like a simulation. I just watch it all like a movie at this point, meditating on the principles of if I'm aware of it, it cannot be me. Interesting. How do you know that though? Because in a dream, it could be you creating the other characters and you're aware of them. So that may be our higher self fucking with us or an aspect of us. I don't know why you would pull those practical. Did you get really hurt from that situation? Were you really terrified? Did they really cause real damage to you? Don't watch them YouTubers mainstream. They're NPCs. What? Yeah, I do suffer from social anxiety. I remember seeing this. Well, actually, a lot of what they said, Kevin, was actually true. I almost experienced everything they said. I didn't have to break. I didn't break on through to the other side. But again, I don't know if this stuff's powerful enough to. I don't know if it's strong enough to. But I'll try. I'm gonna try later. I'm gonna pull fucking 10 hits off that motherfucker and see if I can do it. I remember seeing this girl walking away because I know what she may think of me. You saw a girl and you walked away because you were worried what she would think of you. That's a weird thing to worry about. You can notice their entities in people. So gravity. That's what that's a you. I actually explained this to you already with my comment when I spoke to you earlier. It's funny that my brain goes to place like that, but like I said, you're living through imaginary people in your own brain. Think about that. That girl may have looked at you and thought you were handsome. That girl may have looked at you and thought nothing. That girl may have looked at you and thought, oh, he looks intelligent. That girl may have looked at you. She could have in actual reality, looked at you and thought one of an infinite amount of different things. You lived by the imaginary version of her that you created in your mind. So a better example is like if you, this one I use all the time, it's easy. You were coming over to my house, I'd hurry up and I'd pick up my socks because I don't want gravity to think I'm such a dirty person. But in actual reality, gravity could see the socks there and just not give a fuck. So I'm going to live through an imaginary version of gravity. You can notice there are entities and people. Oh yeah, there are, dude. Entities attached to people. What up? What up, Canna Bear? What up, dude? I was actually just talking about the experience I've had recently on my gift that I received recently. You know what I mean. It's creepy. Most of humanity possessed. Nope, it was like shoulder punch type of vibes. More annoying and uncomfortable than like truly satanic. Yeah, they were probably just fucking trolling you. I don't think entities can really hurt you. I don't know. I could be wrong. Shengel says you can die in the astral realm. I'm pretty sure he's told me that. But then I remember him saying, like, no, you can never be hurt or something. So I don't know. I don't know exactly, but they may just be fucking trolling you. Like, hey, dickhead, how you doing? Welcome to the astral realm. Punk, take this fucking hit in your fucking shoulder. Can I have some weed, please? You sure can, Matrix. Also true. Your other video, pre-flight, it had frozen, but music was playing a beat on loop. Hell of a glitch. I thought you were doing it. Then you had a mouth breather expression, either deep and thought or confused. What the fuck? And I'm afraid then I realized it's frozen. There's also good people around us, but also them fucking psychos. There sure are. There's still beautiful people in this reality, believe it or not. So it's not that strong. No. Creepy, have a lot of detail. So, all right, now we got a decent amount of people in here. So I ripped on it like 3 or 4 times. That weird, dreadful feeling came upon me wherever I laid back, closed my eyes, and fucking I could see like the geometric patterns, fucking living and breathing and all that shit. And just laid there looking at that for about 10 minutes. It wore off. Second time I did it was about a half or probably 5 minutes later. I want to say that was like basically in the same sitting. Came up out of that one, went heavy again. Maybe I took like a 5-minute break. I can't remember, but I went and I took like 6 big, long fucking rips. I was trying to break through because they say, oh, make sure you take that 3rd hit. Try to take a 4th one, man, even if you need someone there to help you. And I was starting to come out on that 6th one. I was nodding out, but I laid back and I got hit a second time. This time, the geometric patterns were super sharp, super HD, like sharp virtual reality simulation type shit. It was like digital reality. It was very bizarre. And a face came out of the those geometric patterns. Now, you could say a lot of stuff came out of those because the geometric patterns are sort of like this. They're pulsating and gyrating and doing all kinds. It's almost like they're breathing and fluctuating. It's like living geometric patterns. Fleshly geometric patterns. But these things came out of it and it became sort of rigid and sharp, and it started to look sort of like a starship. But then I realized it was the head of some entity like looking at me, and he was like basically like what are you doing here? Like he was just curious about me, almost like, hey, what the hell, what are you doing here? Almost like if I walked in on him in the bathroom through the wall. Like he was just like, dude, he was like, what the hell, what are you doing here? And I remember I was just like, I'm just chilling. What do you mean, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? I said to it in my mind, I was like, so what is this? What am I just going to watch you pulsate and gyrate as a geometric pattern creature, or are you going to deliver some message here? Is there any going to be any interaction happening here? And it sort of faded off. And then I did a 3rd one around people and so explained to them how it felt, described the situation, all this stuff. So it was pretty cool. It was sort of euphoric. When you're using it socially with your eyes open and stuff, it's sort of a euphoric feeling. Everything's kind of pretty. Like the lights are real beautiful. And anyways, uh, bro, if I die in the astral, where do I go then? Let myself like the Family Guys get sorry, dude. I'm super deaf. I don't know. I think if you're just the energy you are without the body, you create the reality you want to experience within your own self. But then how do you connect to other people? I don't know. Red pills is where it's at when it comes to woman. Red pills? I don't know what red pills or black pills. I mean, I hear them all the time, but I don't know their definition. I don't pay attention to that shit. I don't have like a special hatred for women or anything like that. Gravity, that anxiety, that voice that discourages you isn't you. Thoughts aren't you. We are receivers, more like the field that everything happens in. Yeah, pretty much. I would agree with that, T. It's something like that. Uh, we're like a field of consciousness. We're not just in our bodies, and inside your field, all kinds of weird shit's happening, I think. You let past experiences and assumptions discourage you. Oh, he's helping you with anxiety, I think. I manifested all bad shit. Or it's good and simulation trying to say to me something. Well, reanalyze the message. If you were speaking to you in visual prompts, what is it trying to say to you? That's the way I'm going to look at it. I'm not sure. I remember walking around with fisheye vision. The trees looked pixelated like a video game. Dude, like a fucking video game's exactly right. Like a high definition video game. Wow, sounds like you went further than I ever have. Really? It wasn't far enough. It was boring. It was simple. I wanted more than that. When successful people rag on smoking weed, it's because they really believe those things, or are they convincing them? Oh, they convince themselves because there's plenty of successful people that smoke weed. I think. I mean, I can name Willie Nelson, Snoop Dogg, and Joe Rogan off the top of my head. Well, it sounds like you went further. Well, I guess that's a good thing actually, but I want to go further than that. When successful people rag on smoking weed, it is because they really believe those things, or are they just convincing themselves? I don't know, honestly. I mean, it depends on the individual, I would say. Now I'm thinking about it. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. I don't know. Have you heard of the holotropic breath work and Wim Hof technique? It's why to get high in natural form home. Oh, it's a natural way to get that high. I once tried this technique. It felt like this electricity around my body. It felt good. Oh yeah, I've done the Wim Hof breathing technique. I meditated. I've done all kinds of breathing techniques. Gravity. I meditated for a long time. Well, not a long time. I mean, some people meditate for decades. I say I went harder at it than most people probably would have, but that's the way I am. Try it while you watch your favorite movies. Really, red pill isn't a hate for women; it's understanding their true nature. Oh, okay. Yes, that's what I'm saying. One, if you, I don't know the pills. I don't know any of them. I know there's like a pill community that just hates women. Women are all nasty and they're all liars and they're all bitches and whores and this and gold diggers and I'm not into that. Some of the strongest people in my life were women. Do you think he was like, "Who is this rando?" and left the call? I don't know. I just think he couldn't answer my question. I called his deception bluff. Like, dude, I am not impressed by you. What are we doing here? Okay, you're a cool geometric video game looking entity. Okay, what are we doing here though? Am I going to leave this conversation with anything, any information? You give me some substance. And the second that I asked for it, he disappeared. I think it's trying to say I should break through. But so that's a feeling I got, Kevin. I felt like that it was waiting for me to come a little bit closer. Like maybe I just did not smoke enough. But again, maybe if I order 5 MEO, maybe that's the one that I'll get the breakthrough. But again, I'll try with this one tonight and see how it goes. Actually, I shouldn't have offered. Who was it? I offered somebody in Florida, but honestly, man, that's actually a bad offer because I'm probably going to kill this cartridge tonight because I'm going to try to break through. I mean, if there's any left in there and you're in Florida and you wanted to try it or whatever, but I'm probably going to kill this motherfucker. I'm going to go. I'm breaking on through, dude, to the other side, bro. And if I end up being trolled by entities or whatever, I'll deal with them and I'll come back and tell you guys. But I need to get through. Try it while you watch your favorite movie. Breakthrough. Sounds like you might need some that you could load onto a top of a bowl and get some good ribs. Fuck yeah. Sounds like they might dilute it with something in the vape pens. I don't know. Oh yeah. If I had pure, maybe it'd be different. But those vape pens is, safe, I guess, and all that. It's candy, but I'll just say this: it's all I could get my hands on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try change it when I get a chance. Oh, changa looks interesting. What the hell is changa? Changa, isn't that what we used to call weed back in? Oh no, we called it ganja, not changa. What am I saying? Changa. I was like, the fuck, that sounds a little bit weird. Changa, maybe it's ganja. Ganja, dude, you don't need changa, Winston. You need ganja. What if Chris left and it's a clone? Laugh out loud. Well, I'll say from the clone's perspective, I still feel like Chris. Nothing's changed from my mind. So I guess even if you clone someone, it doesn't really matter. There's still them going on. DMT infused smoking blunt head. Just kidding. Has anybody smoked Blue Lotus flower? No, I've heard about it. I tried it, Axis. Damn, Winston's about that life. Winston, you're an OG psychonaut. Godly, bro. You're sitting there like all day smoking on pens and shit. God damn, this dude's fucking. Winston is who I aspire to be. Thoughts on Sadhguru and Eckhart Tolle? I think that I don't know who Eckhart Tolle is, but or Eckhart Tolle. I've heard that. Have I? Let me just see what it looks like real quick. Just give me one sec. Eckhart Tolle. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen this dude before. What does he talk about? He's like a self-help guy. So I think that they're good-intentioned, good-hearted people. Do I know every detail about either one of them? And were they in a shady deal somewhere? I don't know. And I don't care to be in a gotcha moment with one of these fucking people. I believe the best self-help you could do is literally you sitting and talking to yourself. Just taking the time to literally sit and talk to yourself is the best self-help you can do. Nobody understands you better than you, including Sadhguru and Eckhart Tolle. I think that they want to help people, but it doesn't really work that way. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe you could say something just click of somebody's mind. They go, oh my God, that's true, but I think that's rare. I think self-helping yourself. So do you have any traumas? So the best way to deal with traumas is visualization. I can tell you about that too if you want. Sorry if I misspelled their names, but they have interesting material and thoughts on DMT. Actually, you didn't spell it wrong. I think I was reading it wrong. Thoughts on DMT wrong? Oh, they have interesting material on DMT? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that. Damn. Not every day laugh my ass off. I'm broke, bro. Yeah, I know. It sucks. It'd be nice to be rich, wouldn't it, Winston? Laugh out loud. The writers need to make me poor. Them bastards. Sellouts. Pro jab. No commercial opportunities, only self-made, and they can even enlighten you. It's pointers. A map is useless if you didn't tread the land. Yeah, I would agree with that. We stuck. How we break out. Break out of what? So, Kevin, look at it like this. It's like you have to exist somewhere. You're here right now. How do you want to break out of existence now that you're already existing? I don't think you can. And if you can, I don't know, maybe at the North Pole, maybe there's a door on the Antarctic wall. I don't know. But outside of some physical escape, and again, what are you really escaping? You're not escaping the human condition. Self-reflection is the best self-help. Next would be health self-help. Health self-help. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, taking care of yourself physically, making sure you're not deficient in things. There's a lot of things that people do. It's not just coffee that draws minerals and shit out of your body and selenium and all the other shit that does. A lot of things do, depending on what you eat, what you take, the things you use for recreation, whatever. A lot of things draw, and you may be deficient in some. So being healthy is step number one. Once you know you're physically healthy, then yeah, I would say talk to yourself. What is it that bothers you? And you're really smart. You're way smarter than you realize you are, but you never give yourself the opportunity to answer these questions. Yeah, at least how do we break out? I don't think you can break out, Kevin. Self-reflection is the best self-help. Yeah, not that I'm a guru. Nothing doesn't exist. Work. Fuck work. Yeah, I wish I could break out of work too, bro. Oh yeah, it'd be nice to fucking, for real, to just not have to worry about the shit. But that's life. That's what it is. Cheers to a shitty slave existence of going to a fucking job we hate. Again, I wish I had a job right now, but I don't really wish I had a job right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in an unfortunate situation. I'm juicing a bunch of pomegranates right now. Never realized how tasty the seeds are. Almost buttery. What? They say, so you got a good juicer then, Canterbury. They say not to put the pomegranates into a juicer because the seeds fuck the juicer up, don't they? Or they have spider webs on the back of money. Yeah. There's even a little tiny spider in the web in the top right. Am I right about that? Or maybe it's on the one. It's on the $1 bill. But there's a little tiny spider in that spider web. Yeah. Money is the root of all evil. But you can do good stuff with money too. What? Bastards. Yeah, they're all a bunch of bastards. I'm sick of these fucking bastards we have to coexist with, these motherfuckers. I enjoy it. What? How did you get this? Where did you get this Blue Lotus? Don't tell me. Y'all got me tripping. What happened, Kevin? Why are you tripping, bro? Chill. Name J2 Juicer. They go through fine $500 juicer, but it's a fantastic 15-year warranty. Have used it 3 times already. Damn. Dude, I want some fucking pomegranate juice. That shit sounds good as fuck. I'm over here drinking this sugary ass unhealthy coffee. Lord, save me from this fucking pit. Anyways, fuck this reality. But I got you guys, and that's all that fucking matters. Fuck this stupid shithole reality. But yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap this one up, guys, because I kind of want to. Yeah, I want to get that shit done, to be honest with you. But I want to give you guys an update, let you guys know. It may not. The one that I had access to may not have been like 5-MeO, like the real strong version. But I have access to a little bit more, and I'm going to probably use a lot of it, or the rest of it, I don't know, until I break through. So I'm going to give that a try, and when that happens, I'll tell you guys that situation. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the help. Thank you, Canterbury. I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to wrap this one up. Love you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Those heads in the back, by the way, are all my victims. Look, that one right there is little Stephanie. She was decapitated by Demon Slayer's latest post, which I shared. I sent them all them emails too, so that drama is going to go on for another minute. And these are the heads of all the other Archons I've defeated. But anyways, all right, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.